We'll zoom in over here and find you some of our oldest Britannia coins, and I don't know why that thing's wiggling, but to our large cents that were US made. We got a, I believe that's a, I don't know what that is. We thought it was a farthing, but we don't really know. That little teeny coin, it's a 16 something. We can't see the last two letters or numbers. We got some braided hairs, flowing hairs over here. We got some ornament stuff that's come out of there. There's the piece off the gun, the guard, that was very decorated. A little bell. This is a melted glob of silver. I'll try to keep everything out of your way. It's the button collection. That's not all of them, that's just what I found so far that I could get out today. This is my Newfoundland trade coin from 1840 something, I believe. We think that has some connection with Frenchtown, which makes sense, which is pretty much just an island right across the river. This we don't know what it is yet either. It's apparently clipped on some kind of way, but it was, I don't know what kind of metal that even is. Could be pewter. And just some other buttons that were found on the area also. My dandies, I love those. Silver button or cuff link, I'm not sure what that is. That's pretty cool. That may have been my first piece of silver. All the buttons, some with British stuff on them. I like the rose right there. That rose was awesome. There's a marble of some caliber. It's pretty light. I don't know if it's what exactly it is. Then we'll come down here to my reals. These are my first ever. That was the first one I dug. See, that's the wrong figure. Here it is. And this one almost got thrown away because it just looked like a knockout. Because that's what I seen, but I only kept it because I seen that little, what in the world? I only kept it because I seen the little corner there. I think, man, that'd be neat if that was a Spanish coin. And it was. Then, not too long after that, this dude come out. And he's beautiful. I don't know what's going on with that, why it's turning, but we'll come right back and fix it. Problem solved. Okay, back to this dude. Isn't that awesome? Definitely one of my favorite coins. Almost rung up pretty low and almost didn't get dug, but I'm glad I did, because there's also a newer home that was sitting there probably in 1800s, and that's all smushed down in the field also, but so no trouble for minelab. And then my heartbreaker, that was in one piece. That's a 1740 real, and it had that crease in it, which give her a good shine and snapped her right in half. So yeah, I got two pieces. I believe it's a histrine or something, I believe. I don't know, somewhere you can see the date on there. Really good. 1740. Ain't that a smacker to break that in half? Anyway, there it is. And some other things. These settlers were also some of the very first Quakers on the eastern shore. That latch winder. That's a spur something or another. Something to a boot spur. Some little teeny thing. And I've got something really cool right down here. Boom, where's that? That there is the Quaker symbol, and that was one of the first things I found on the site where the home's foundations are, but you can't see the foundation because it's buried. But that's a hand with a heart in it, and this was some kind of a little, there was another piece and it just disintegrated as soon as it come out of the ground. So this is definitely 1600s era stuff. Earlier, I don't know when they started, but and a little heart in the hand. I couldn't make out anything else on it. Hey, I got a planchet. If anybody knows anything about those, that's just as bare, never has had a stamp on it. I would love some information on one of those, what they are. And if they're worth keeping. Same size as the half cents and everything else. Then we go over here to the other silvers. And mind you, I've never found silver with any other metal detector. This dude has sucked it up, I'll tell you. Other little artifact pieces. I believe somebody had that on this morning. Who was that? Missouri Mike, maybe? I think he had found, I think it was him, found one like that. It could have been on Appalachian History Detective. I believe that's who it was. We found one of those, and I found one of them there. This piece here, man, has anybody got any idea what that is? That's been killing me. It's super old, but we don't know. Anyway, there's my other little stuff. This is interesting. It has a hole in it, but I don't know what it could have been. Unless it was some kind, it's heavy and thick. I don't know if it's some kind of swinging weight. This here was not found there, I'm sorry. Neither was that one. No, that was. This was, I think, something to do with the Whittingtons that were later, but I'm not certain about that either. This was some of the newer stuff that the Simplex over here brought up that the minelab didn't. It's gold plated. Something to do with Masonic folk. These are my tokens that were found there. Basically right where I was digging here recently. And I've dug there prior to, that's how I located the homes there. The solid silver spoon. Just a few Indians. Look at that one. That was found over on the air site. Let's see if we can get the light right. No, it's not on. There it is. Bam! That's my flying eagle that's almost in fantastic shape. I mean, it looks like a new coin if you could get the brown off of it. It's a, is it a 57? I think it was. 1857. And there's the back. Plenty of detail there still. That's an amazing find. Yeah. And then there's that sweet little chime. I found that rung up 1415 right out in the middle of nowhere and picked that out of the ground. If it had been somewhere else, I probably wouldn't have dug it. My V nickels, those all, the ugliest one coming from across the road that I didn't think there was a house there, but I guess we got to go back later and check some more. Through my one buffalo nickel that was decent and my two ugly ones I just found. Didn't fully bring out the Indian heads. There's probably 200 of those. There's an arrowhead that's actually sharp on that end too. It's just square. I don't know what the deal was with that. Some bottles I found there. There's the ponto marks that are super deep looking. This is glass. That's how it was. I don't know what would have caused that, but I mean, it hasn't been destroyed or, you know, melted or anything. It's just neat. And then it takes me to my big piece. Found several of those right at the edge of the field. But look at that, it looks like mercury or silver or something instead of glass in there. It's pretty. Got some hem weights. My bell, I don't know what this thing is. It was in two pieces. I didn't find them together, but they actually go together just like so. You just have to straighten it back out, but no idea. There's my pewter ware. I found two pieces of that so far, and then the bullet collection. Of course, we've seen this great big one dug just the other day. That's a whopper and a half, I tell you. And I don't know too much about most of them. Just don't know. There were some Civil War activity here. We had a training camp nearby, and one of the only I don't know what you call them, rebels or Union soldiers killed was on this property. He was tired of them taking the food from them and sending it up the rivers. So he got shot. He was a 19-year-old kid. But you got to leave people alone. That's all I've got to say about that. There's a silver salt shaker that was pretty well crushed. My lock. That was found out front where this other stuff was prior. And then I got a Civil War site in Delaware. I found a nice Union button over there, the Navy. A couple of things in that. Tent spikes, tent tighteners. And there's weapons of mass destruction. I don't know what you call it, or a little put together of what we've gotten. I'll say this is just a couple of months and less than a quarter of an acre, and we got probably 200 acres to go. And we got beans in, so I'll take the mower and mow that junk down when it's done. We'll get some goodies out of there then. But that's awesome, isn't it? That's a pretty one. Especially when you read the dates right on them when they come out of the ground. I love it. And this was actually really clear, but it oxidized. I don't know. It could have been the cleaning process. I tried to clean them. I stopped cleaning them since then. Because I was destroying these coins. And this is, like I say, this was a token before they actually had money. The French hadn't given them money yet up in Canada, so the stores made tokens. Sweet! I don't know if that's a pewter or zinc button. It may be my oldest button so far, I would imagine. But I think that's it. Oh, we're going to get one more thing. Hang on. Alright. This was my first great find after finding a few Wheaties. I got a deep signal and started digging and kept digging, dug for about 5 minutes. Then found a piece of what I thought was scrap or something down the bottom of the hole and continued digging. And look at that. About 2 feet deep. We believe it is a copper scale bowl. It had 3 holes where you'd put something in there to weigh it. I'm sure they had stores there on the property. Isn't that neat? I did chew it up a little bit with the shovel because I didn't know what it was and I was going to dig it out regardless. But it's a hammered bowl. Lord only knows how old it is. But that was my finest find so far. Intact. What's the chances, right? Well, I hope you liked that. And I'm going to let you all go. I got some more filming to do at a later time, but those are the prizes up and coming. 100, 500, and 1,000. And enjoy. We'll see you the next time.